I won't blame those people doing big weddings. They have the money, they have the things that they can do, like they have the resources, but you that don't have the resources, why are you putting yourself in that situation? So for me, I'll say that some people are already creating unrealistic like dreams for themselves, because I actually read some comments like, okay, fine, guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Like, you must be like this. You're comparing your own boyfriend, your 2K boyfriend, to somebody that has like a musician, an influencer. You can see the bam.
Yeah, bam.
Like,
Hello, Veegilants. Welcome to another episode of Veegilants Podcast, where we talk about civic matters and we talk from other people's perspective. I'm your host, Olaiton Babatunde, and with me in the studio today, as usual, is none other than our certified presenter. You know her now, Olaiton Adebayo. How are you doing, Olaiton?
I'm doing great.
How's everything?
Fine.
All right, so today we're talking about the most talked about event in Nigeria presently as of the moment, JP2025. And on Wednesday, they had the grand finale in Tanzania. And it was, something so beautiful to behold. Like, it was, heartwarming, really. But today we're not talking only about the photos and the designer clothes. Instead, we're looking into the economy aspect of this. How has this helped small business? High-profile weddings like this. In order to make everything work, we need decorators, we need fashion designers, we need even vendors that sell clothes and all of that. But then these are people that are behind the scenes that are making sure everything work right. We're going to be talking about them. And aside that, we're talking about the wedding of a Nigerian, Priscilla, and also a Tanzanian, Juma. This is a transnational wedding. We're going to be talking about how this brings unity amongst countries. There's a lot to talk about when it comes to this wedding, and I really want to talk about it because there were a lot of videos flying around on the internet. And wait, who am I not to see? And I'm sure that a lot of people they will be anticipating to see more and more, because for just one wedding, we had about 16 events. Like, talk more about people ruling the wedding world. And I'm sure they're just starting their marriage in the actress. And there's this clip that I saw that, motivated me when you said that, I have a small gift for you.
Now I'll come my life.
That's so, when they're giving you soft love.
Calling
Range Rover, small gift, something small. And then, according to him, it said that the weddings they've had, it hasn't even expressed how much he loves her, that he would even love to do more weddings. But then,
love is a
he said, but my wife is tired. That kind of thing.
You're supposed to.
Let's he's just trying to make use of every avenue to express his love to her. So I would like to ask you, what do you think about transnational wedding? Are you the kind of person that would marry from in Nigeria, some people will be like, I cannot marry an Igbo guy. I cannot marry an Hausa guy. So are you the kind of person that would do this?
In this kind of situation, I can marry transnational, international, anything national. So far the person has, money. Because let's look at the situation. To be like, if we don't want to, okay, if I know there is love is involved, but just imagine the guy does not have money. How do you want to express the love? You can express the love without money. And I know that they love each other and all of that. But my own opinion about transnational weddings is actually a good thing, because actually, two cultures are coming together, two heritage are coming together. Like, okay, we actually experience your own culture, experience my own culture. Because I guess the guy has never been to Nigeria, but he came to Nigeria, he experienced the Yoruba culture.
And then the Yoruba people showed them love.
When it comes to Yoruba weddings,
we ain't here to joke.
We ain't here to joke, baby. So, and okay, fine, she gets to experience the Tanzania. So for me, I would say I actually like the idea of transnational. Even within Nigeria, I'm open to marrying Igbo guys.
Yeah. Would you like to marry an outside guy?
Allergy. Yeah. So actually, I'm open to transnational. I'm open to intertribal weddings and all of that, because I know that okay, we are actually like coming together to build something to like. It's not everything you must marry a Yoruba guy and all of that. And besides that,
and I feel like that's the latest trend now. Yeah, I feel like people are going outside the country.
We see people are going to like traveling abroad, like Canada and all of that. White men.
So Sunday Theophilus also. Let's talk about the people that we even know. Moses Bliss too also married from Ghana. A Ghanaian, Ghanaian. And then, one thing is these people are not just marrying for the sake of let's marry. They are marrying people with, with dignitaries, like people that are already made, which is really beautiful. And I feel like it has its own impact on our economy as a whole.
Okay, so do you think marriage is all about love or about business? Because I've seen situations whereby people come together because of arranged marriage and in the end they fall in love. So what's your own take on that?
Okay, so I think I would start my comment from this statement made by Kene. She's the daughter of Obi Jackson. She married this year to JP2025. And
I saw that.
Yeah, and that wedding was lit. Trust me, it was lit. And then there was this interview with recently. It was an interview she had with Ebuka and his wife too. And they asked her like, "Do you love him?" And she said, "What does love mean?" Like
people that has money.
This wedding was a beautiful one. It was something to build. It wasn't just any old wedding. She came in with entourage. It's not bridal, all these bridesmaids coming in with
regular.
No, they literally moved this lady inside the hall, and then she was like, "What's love? What does love mean?" And she was saying something like that. I show him care, and that can also make do as love. At least I'm showing him care and all that. And then they had the guy said, "I love her" and all that. But
and some people that does not have money, when they come, tell me you love
it's me. All about before 12 p.m. today. Write me a message and tell me you love me. That kind of thing. But then we're seeing rich people coming together. Yeah. This is not the foundation. Love is majorly not the foundation. Because it is the coming together of two families to become something to reckon with in the society. That is what rich people, this is what they do. Not like they do not come together because of love. Looking at Juma Jokes and Priscilla, definitely there's a love story there. You can see how
business there.
There's really no business there.
It's more of love.
It's more of a love story.
The fact that I want a better
future for myself. And she said it in an interview years back where she said that she would never settle for less. And trust me, Priscilla, you came correct actually. So now during this wedding thing and all of that, there's been people giving shout out to Yabojo. And for me as a person, when I was looking at the videos and all that, I was more happy for Yabojo rather than Priscilla.
Okay, why?
Like that? I don't know why. I was so excited for her. I've seen videos of her in the past saying that by the time she's 23, 24, she would be getting married and all that. And that is actually coming into fruition. But that is really not the basis of my happiness for her.
Okay.
It is because she's a single mother.
All right.
And then there's always this stereotype of single mothers not raising successful children. What is your take on it?
Okay, my own take on now. Say, okay, fine. We've seen people that actually, their mothers, they're actually like, their mother, like, but then seeing our own situation, I'm not saying I'm not happy for her, but we've seen successful people that they are raised by single mothers and all of that. And looking at her own situation, it's not like her husband left her or so. You understand? Because some people are like, okay, fine, you tried. Her husband, like her father was in her life, was present, he was there. So I don't know why the hype and all of that is all about for me, because it happens. It's not like she didn't raise the children alone. So I feel that she doesn't deserve all the accolades to me.
Actually, I saw something where someone said that, what are people shouting about? But trying so much
because
and all that.
She's a mother. She's meant to do everything she did. It's normal.
But
so you're trying to say that, she tried as a single mother. I don't know.
No, I feel maybe mine is coming from the aspect of there was something that I saw in the past, allegedly, that they said that herself and her daughter were, having some things with some men then. And looking at the girl throughout, she never had a scandal.
Yeah.
And, she came out and said that this is the first person I'm introducing to you all as my boyfriend. Yeah. And then we're getting married. But I would like to say that looking at Yabojo's lifestyle and looking at Priscilla's lifestyle, it kind of
it's not the same thing.
Iyabo Ojo is this very outspoken. She's always, but Priscilla is on the calm side. So I feel like probably majority of people will feel like the girl will turn out like the mother. But then seriously, she
because I really don't follow the trends online like that. But then when I saw everything, I was like, wow.
Like I think in the past there were times that people would say that maybe Mercy Aigbe should have given birth to Priscilla, and then Iyabo Ojo give birth to Michelle. Like that, there's been that in the past too. But sincerely, I just want to tell her kudos to her, and I'm really happy for her.
Yes. So now to the major thing, that the major reason why we're here. Yeah. So we've seen the buzz online, how the event went, the 16 event and all of that. So what economic ripple effects does this wedding have on local businesses in Tanzania and Nigeria?
I feel like, I'm not sure they majorly used local vendors as such, but then let's come to even the business owners as such. Now we have decorators that decorated the event. Now let's forget that we saw the major we had they had the bridal shower, they had all of that, and at each event there's a decorator, there are caterers, there is food, there are fashion designers, dressing, makeup artists, and there's gifts. People buy gifts from curators and all that, and all of this in one way as enhance our economy. Now people will say that how does this even affect the economy?
It's not like
but then
us directly.
But then now it's obvious that there's circulation of money in the country, right? Now for people that are coming from Tanzania and they're buying stuff too, they are giving fashion designers in Nigeria to sew their clothes. Now, the currency exchange, and also the fact that they are also bringing money from their country, they are converting in Nigeria. There's all of these things that are also boosting our economy to a certain extent. Now, look at the elaborate wedding. I think there was a video where I saw Juma Jokes. They gave him this bag of money. There was dollars in it, different currency in that bag. Which means that after that event, there are some people that will pick from that money. Anyways, exactly. And then there are some people that they will spray the money on. It means that our currency, there's circulation of money in the country as of this moment. Let's forget that these people that they are going to pay, they will go to the market to get things. It means that no matter how far you think the money is just circulating within the family, it will still circulate even to.
I actually saw a video like this lady. She worked as a makeup artist. I think she was a makeup artist here in Nigeria. So my thought was like, if I get another one in Tanzania, but I saw her, she went to Tanzania
with them. So
that's definitely a business for her.
So that's another is opening waves for that person too. And I feel like, so I would really prefer if they make use of even more local business owners than those that are well known. This is my reason, because when they make use of local vendors, it means that they are trying to help them boost their businesses too. And as a result, it means that these people too, no matter how small, he will get to
but I don't think that actually works for big weddings.
Yeah, sure, definitely it doesn't. It's more like I'm advocating for it.
It can't work.
It can't, definitely. It can't.
It cannot work.
It can work. Okay, now, for example, let me tell you the reason why I said it can work. During Davido's wedding, there were some people that we never knew were into catering or anything that were involved in that wedding.
Okay, do you know that you might not know that they are into this?
No, I'm not saying that. The thing is, there are major people that we know that are event planners and all that. But majority of the people that they make use of are not people that, they are not branded people like that. So it's more like giving back to the society.
Yeah, but then most people, especially people that are influencers, like this situation right now, they want to use people that
that are well known.
I want to tag them. I want to do this and all of that. So I feel that people
I feel like the reason why they make use of them is because I think I saw a comment where a lady said that, Vicky James, that was during the traditional wedding, that this is the time where you should start thinking that they did not even make use of you.
And she didn't even know anything.
And she didn't even know anything. And she was like that, I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't know that I'm already focusing on something I'm not supposed to be focusing on. And then later on, we got to know that she designed a wedding gown, which was a beautiful one. Now, my question to you now, we've talked about the economic aspect of it and all that. Now, let's talk about the more of a relatable and societal impact of this on the people. Now, how do you think the growing trend of publicized celebrities' wedding these days has effect on societal expectation of weddings in Africa?
Okay, fine. So when we look at weddings, when we look at, okay, fine, the celebrity weddings, we see the glamour, we see the dressing and all of that you get. So in an average society, like somebody that doesn't have anything, you'll be like, okay, fine. You know, this wedding is like a dream wedding. Like everybody's like, okay, this is my man, getting me things and all of that. But then to an average Nigerian that doesn't have anything and you're wishing for that kind of thing, it will create like, I won't say unrealistic dreams for people. And I won't blame those people doing big weddings. They have the money. They have the things that they can do. Like, they have the resources. But you that don't have the resources, why are you putting yourself in that situation? So, for me, I'll say that some people are already creating unrealistic, like, dreams for themselves. Because I actually read some comments. Like, okay, fine. Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Like, you must be like this. You're comparing your own boyfriend, your 2K boyfriend, to somebody that has, like a musician, an influencer, you can see the bam.
Yeah, bam.
Like he's not like
gel.
He's not gel now. So I feel that people should just like stay in their lane. The fact that you see some things online doesn't mean you have to like behave like that. And where people like, okay, fine, social media influences you and all of that.
Yeah.
You don't have to let this one influence you. You know you don't have the resources. You know you cannot meet a musician. You know you cannot meet a rich person. Then stick to your baby. Like the person that is.
But you know how they used to say that we don't like better things.
Yeah,
exactly. So
I know we like better things, but there are some things like no, it no fits. It can't happen. Like,
I just feel like it makes them give the man unnecessary
really
pressure.
Like the pressure
this
is
is what I
much.
want.
And so
this is how I want my events to look like.
Your event to look like. How much do you have as a person? What are you doing? What's your family status? Like, does your family have money? You that you're saying it in the next 2 years, do you have something to show for it? You don't have anything, and you're dreaming about somebody that already made this.
Men, be like, say after wedding you don't go.
They will not even.
Gary.
No, they won't even get to that level because unless you want to borrow money and so you and actually some people borrow money because
definitely some people borrow money because
of they want to like actually do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. Hey. So okay, there's been a lot of like chat about comparing Davido's wedding to Priscilla's wedding and all of that. So what do this comparison reveal about societal values and perception of wealth?
Okay, so I think first and foremost, I think we need to dead
that idea.
The comparison.
Dead it.
I think just dead it. Stop thinking about it. And that is because if we want to compare Davido's wedding,
you know what?
Like seriously, to this, it's something that I'm not saying Juma Jocks and Priscilla did not try.
Yeah.
Trust me, that wedding is late.
Yeah, but
to have 16 events. But let's talk about it. It does not equate. Now, I think when they did their traditional wedding in Nigeria, the first one was when people were like, oh, this is what Davido is trying to achieve. But please, guys, did you see what went down with Davido's wedding?
Did you see?
His wedding happened on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And on this particular during work, no, you know, Monday is like you are coming to work. Tuesday, like, okay, I've arrived work.
Yeah.
But then this guy invited 11 governors. I don't know how many invited, but 11 governors were present at that wedding.
It's not
it means that when you are at that wedding, they might have,
they throw
you for your state. But yet, they showed up. They didn't send their representative. They showed up and showed out. Not like I'm trying to relegate this wedding, but come to think of it, even Sanwo-Olu did not attend this wedding
and they did
in Lagos. And Ooni of Ife was at Davido's wedding. Guy, we saw video of Iyabo Ojo going to see Ooni of Ife, and the highest they did was send a representative.
Did they bring the Okpa?
They brought the Okpa, definitely.
Makes sense.
Yeah, now. Okpa. So now we cannot just compare both weddings.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I feel like the orderliness people saw during Juma Jocks' wedding and that of why they were comparing it is because Davido is a popular musician in Nigeria. So either he invites people or not, people want to come.
Yeah,
like even if they will stay at the gates, they just to see him. That's it. But then Juma Jocks is coming from Tanzania.
Who knows him?
Nobody really knows him. No, when they started dating that we got to know him. Okay.
I don't know him.
Okay.
Now I'll just find most of the songs are like
it's because of Priscilla and all that. And now another thing is that her mom is she's a celebrity in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So she knows influencers, she knows A-list actors and actresses. So majority of the people that were there are A-list actors and actresses and influencers. Unlike Davido's own dignitaries were at that wedding.
It's like,
so it can't be compared on a normal day. And then now to talk about the societal value and perception that you asked about. Now it shows that people place values on status in Nigeria, on the this guy get money. And I feel like it's really affecting how we see people and even accept people generally. Let's not talk about the wedding aspect. It affects how people sees you. Now, if you don't have money, people don't want to settle for, when she said then that I don't want to settle for less, it might not be in the area of money or financial stability and all that. No. But then
in your own, if I ask you, if you tell me, okay, fine, Ola, I don't want to settle for less. The only thing that comes to my mind is, okay, fine, she doesn't want to settle with somebody that cannot take care of her.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Be there for her and stable. Well, okay, fine. What define I don't want to settle for less?
No, I don't want to settle for less might be that, you don't want to marry someone that is not fine. So, not that.
I mean, people that are married for money. I don't want to say names. And,
okay.
No, don't go there.
So definitely, I feel like we've placed too much values on how big someone is in this country entirely. And then I would like to know about I asked you earlier, like, what do you think about transnational marriage? Now putting your own perspective aside, how do you think transnational marriage unites countries? How do you think it helps countries and all of that? And there's cultural ties in place. Now you talked about how Tanzania have their own culture, Nigerians have their own culture. These are different cultures coming together. How does this unite both countries?
I would say in this situation, it's an informal.
So it is not more like
it's
national
not something
ties.
Like national ties. Like, okay, fine, this is bringing us revenue. Give us this, let us give you that, and all of that. So it's not like a China-Nigeria relationship. It's like a normal thing. Okay, you got married to another person. So the only thing I would just feel, okay, fine, is to just bring cultures together, respect, and they'll share their values and all of that. I won't say it will have any effect on our country. People are marrying from different countries. Even within Nigeria, the fact that we are marrying other tribes does not mean, okay, fine, we are progressing. People are still talking about the fact that I don't want to marry an Igbo guy. I don't want to marry a Yoruba person. I don't want to marry, okay, fine. And also, that one is even a stretch. So to me, I was why? That's a stretch. Like the outside part I said is a stretch. I'm not trying to be biased or anything. But what I feel is that, okay, fine, this is just talk about the cultural aspect and the fact that they are bringing cultures together, they experience each other.
Like they're embracing.
I said it earlier, that, okay, fine. The guy hasn't tasted Yoruba, whatever before. I think there was a video he tasted the Yoruba food. And he was like, okay, fine, what is this and all of that. But now he has experience in it. That's what I'll say about it.
All right.
So actually, what lessons can we learn about cultural representation and shared heritage from this union?
I feel like from all of this, one thing is that we've shared our way of life in some sort of way.
Yeah.
At least Tanzanians know. At least Tanzanians know that when Nigerians are doing wedding, they don't play.
Yeah, because wait, I'm sorry to cut you short though. Because yesterday I watched their Tanzania wedding, and I was like, there's not really buzz around Tanzania. Because what I was expecting when they said we are doing the grand finale in Tanzania,
it was something.
I was expecting their culture, okay, fine, showcase your culture. Let us also see, okay, fine, what do you eat? Let us see your attire and everything. I wasn't expecting a white on white or what's that and the cup. I wasn't expecting it. So I feel that they should have done the grand finale
in Nigeria.
And so this is how we do it. No, this is how we do it.
We show them how we do it here in Nigeria. But seriously, I still feel like at least Yorubas were able to represent. We represented.
Yeah.
No, seriously. When I looked at it, even I saw a video. I saw this Choma Good Air, our sister and her friend.
A big sister.
When during this Tanzanian wedding, and the outfit she was putting on, cause that outfit was designed by Vicky James, and trust me, that outfit was was
bang,
was
bang,
lit.
bang, bang, bang.
And then, she was saying that I hope I represented Nigerians well. And, when people have been ranking the best dressed, and she's actually the best
she
dressed.
would definitely
Actually,
be
yeah, because that babe, she's not here to joke. And then it just shows that we are known to go all in and out when it comes to events in Nigeria, especially
even
the Yorubas.
even small weddings, they'll be like, I don't call many people.
Yeah,
I called
but
only 50.
I only called few people.
Then you'll be like, you even rented
I was having a discussion, and then there was this lady that was saying that the person our mom will even invite for our wedding alone. So like our mom will take charge of the whole event.
So that kind of person can never
say that I want to do something
though. I don't want to get.
No, that's when they will tell you, I've gone for people's events. People will come for my events. Exactly.
That kind of thing.
So, like, what are the key takeaway from Priscilla and Juma Jok's wedding for young entrepreneurs and for individuals? Let's even take out the entrepreneurs. For individuals as a person, what can you take away from this?
For me personally, okay, fine. The fact that the transnational wedding, the coming together, the fact, okay, fine, love, I can meet love anywhere and all of that. And I won't say there's nothing for me to take away from the wedding. Okay. The only thing I would say is the fact that from this event, some young entrepreneurs can see people they look up to and say, okay, fine. So I can do this thing in this angle. I can like emulate some people and all of that. I guess that's the only way.
Okay. I think for me, it's the power of the tongue. Because looking at it, Yabo Jab always said this is what she wanted for her daughter.
Yeah,
and it happened.
Okay, there's a clear difference. I know you believe in the power of tongue and all of that, but do you know that some people, when they say something, even if it is not like it's not looking that way, do you know they do all their possible best to make sure that this thing will work. So I won't say a power of tongue is working. It might work and it might not work. So the fact that she said, okay, fine, you must get married by 23, get pregnant by blah 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 and all of that, it might not be the power of tongue, it might be the fact that this is a year and I must do it. Some people set target for themselves. And
looking at it, I watched Real Housewife of Lagos, and I think season 2, Yabojo talked about, I know you have a boyfriend and you want to talk to me about him. And she was a little bit laid back about relationship. And looking at it, I heard that when they met to when they did the introduction was just in space of 5 months.
So that was why I knew that, okay, fine, things what people like to find, we fell in love, because I saw one, they got married within the month of June. And they've been married for 25 years. That was then, not now. But then I feel that the fact that I said this, if I say something and I want to like beat that thing, if it's like a goal and I must achieve it this particular year, do you think I won't try all my possible best not to make it work? Everything will work.
Yeah, actually, and aside that, I also learned that put yourself in a place where you would be seen.
That one, I think I forgot earlier to say put it, because you cannot be in a street and expect. It's not only that somebody will not eat you. They like, it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. The fact that it's like, I think we should stop watching some certain movies and face reality that, okay, fine, it's just like you getting a job. Like, you have to have connection, and all of that. Because let's look at it, apart from God, the only thing the next thing is connection. That's the only thing. Because when you want to meet a good person, she met him when they traveled out, like I think in first class. Just imagine she was in the economy part. She will meet him now.
All right. Priscilla's and Juma Jok's wedding is not just about the love story. It's also about the economic impact and also the cultural bridges and challenging stereotypes. I mean, stereotypes of single mothers do not raise successful children, and also crossing the borders from Tanzania down to Nigeria. And also, I think I saw a video where Yabojo was saying to Fatima that we would also marry Fatima to Nigeria and all of that. And that would be all on today's episode of Veegilants Podcast. But one thing that I want everybody to take home is that regardless, you can find love anywhere. And also, let's not be biased when it comes to our culture. Let us embrace each other's culture, because this brings unity. One thing we all pray for in the world at large is unity, and things like this also brings about unity. Thank you for being here all the time, and until the next, do have a wonderful weekend.